support that together we can make a difference. Let this be our legacy, to finally fulfill the promise of equal democracy for the 600,000 loyal American citizens who reside in the District of Columbia. Thank you.
Congratulations to Senator Brown, and we know I was out with him many occasions during the summer, during the campaign, and I know that he will vigorously and very effectively represent us on the issue of statehood for the District of Columbia. I want to ask now if the Honorable Michael J. Panetta will come forward for the swearing in as the U.S. Representative. I think the youngest constituent to be on the stage today. Repeat after me. I, Michael J. Panetta,
I, Michael J. Panetta,
do solemnly swear
that
I will faithfully execute
the
laws of the United States of America
laws of the United States of America
and of the District of Columbia, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm not above using a baby for no, I'm just kidding. That's my lovely daughter and wife. Good afternoon, everybody. Before I start, of course, there's some thank yous to give. First, I'd like to thank U.S. Representative Ray Brown, my predecessor in this office. He's had this job for 3 terms and has done a wonderful job representing the District of Columbia around the country, and I'd like to thank him for his service. And of course, I have to thank Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton for her tireless work on Capitol Hill. She's gotten us so close to voting rights in the House last Congress, and I know next Congress will get it done. Of course, I have to thank some family members. My dad and my brother are here. My dad came all the way down from Connecticut for today, and my brother came all the way from Columbia Heights. So thank you both for being here. And of course, I have to thank my beautiful and lovely wife, Katie, who put up with all the signature collecting I had to do over the summer to get on the ballot while she was very pregnant. So she's the love of my life, and I thank you so much for putting up with me. I also like to thank speaking of the signatures, I'd like to thank my friends and my brother and other family who helped me get those signatures. You find out who your friends are when you need to collect over 2,000 signatures. When you ask your friends to stand in front of a Safeway on a 90-degree day, you really find out very quickly who your friends are, and I thank all of them. And of course, I thank all the voters who placed their trust in me for this office. This fall is very exciting for me. It was my first run for public office. But of course, it was also more important to me because it was the first time I became a father. And when I look into my daughter's eyes, I remember why we get into public service. We want to make things better for the next generation. We want to leave the world better than when we left it. All of you as A&C commissioners, from the mayor to the A&C commissioners to members of the city council, that is why we get involved in public service, is to make our community better. And as a new generation takes control of the district government, we have a lot to be excited about. Washington is becoming a very world-class city. Under the leadership of Mayor Williams, we have come so far, and I know Mayor Fenty will take us even further. But Washington will never become a world-class city unless we address our taxation without representation situation. As we fight for democracy around the world, it is both shameful and unforgivable that the residents of this city are treated like second-class citizens in their own country. Today, as I take the oath for U.S. Representative for the District of Columbia, an office that does not even exist in the eyes of the federal government, I pledge to take the fight for full congressional representation and expanded home rule beyond the district borders. To achieve our goals, we need to engage all Americans in our struggle. We need to get union workers in North Carolina. We need to get technology executives in Silicon Valley. We need to have soccer moms in Nebraska and internet activists around the country joining in our fight. Only then will we have the grassroots support to win full voting representation in both the House and the Senate. As your shadow representative, I take the charge given to me very seriously, and I pledge to work to lobby to eliminate the need for my office. Nothing would make me happier than 2 years from now to not have to swear in a shadow representative because we have a full-fledged voting representation in the House of Representatives. And to that goal, I pledge hours of my time, the entire paycheck of this office, and everything I could do with that to get that done. Thank you for your support. Thank you for voting for me. Thank you for working to make the District of Columbia a world-class city, and together we'll achieve our voting rights on Capitol Hill. Thank you.
We'll now hear from the Duke Ellington Jazz Quartet, and before they begin, I want to make sure you know that the program indicates that Davy Yarborough is the conductor, but the